What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It feels so good to be back. It has been a while, long time no see. My apologies on that, but I have been very busy with the video business and my company. I've been putting a lot of time and effort into the business, and we are growing pretty big, but it's nice to get back on the skateboard and do a review for you guys. Today, we are talking about the Backfire, the all-new Backfire G5. So this is the version without the lights, and I actually, even though I like the lights so much, I like this version a little bit better because the board is a little bit more flexible. So let's take this thing for a spin and see how it rides. Pretty cool feature. Power the board on with the remote, so you don't need to bend over, hit that power button on the board. You can just tap it on. And we're going right into turbo mode. You guys know how I like to ride. I like to test the board in turbo mode to see and get a feeling of the power that it offers right in the beginning. Okay, we got some bumps here, and it seems to be handling it pretty good. Very nice. Let's talk about the deck. Yes, this is the G5 version without the red LED lights. So the board is built a little bit differently because it doesn't have to compensate for the lighting. So it has some flexibility. It's made of Canadian maple and bamboo. Nice flex deck, 39 inches in length and 9.8 inches wide, which is actually pretty wide. If you've ever ridden a Backfire board before, like the new Zealots or even the older Zealots, the deck is pretty identical. The board does have a nice concave to it, so you can really feel your feet in the pockets of the board. Just adds that extra confidence when you're carving and riding around, which I love. Oh man, beautiful carve on this board. I don't know if you can hear the wheels there, but they sound gorgeous. The wheels, they're 96 millimeter by 55 millimeter contact patch. They are 80A durometer, so a little bit more on the stiffer side. And if you notice, they have a stone ground finish. So if you want to slide this board out at higher speeds, you shouldn't have a problem doing so. And yes, this is a hub motor board, so the front wheels, they are traditional skateboard wheels, and the back wheels are a PU sleeve. Same durometer as the front, and I actually like hub motor. There's always a time and a place for this type of production board. Very comfortable carving. The motors, they're 700 watts, which is pretty good. This board, being a hub motor board, it's really got a lot to offer, a lot of power. And because it's a hub motor board, it's got incredible roll speed. I'm off of the stick right now and we're just coasting. We're just coasting right now at a pretty high speed. We're actually picking up speed, so I'm gonna need to slow down because we got a stop sign. So that's one great thing about hub motor boards compared to a belt drive board. See, belt drive boards, they're awesome. You get more torque, right? But there's more resistance. So you constantly have to engage that motor a little bit more than you would a hub motor board. So you can expect more range out of an option like this, depending, of course, what battery is in the board. So the battery they decided to go with is a 14S 2P 403 watt-hour battery. Surprisingly pretty decent, especially for the price they have on their website for this board. You can expect around 30 miles range with the right conditions. You know, riding the board in sports mode rather than turbo and riding on mostly flat ground. And you're not hammering on the board, you can get about 30 miles out of this board, which is great for commuting to your job, to school, on campus. You'll have plenty of range for the day, getting around and doing what you need to do. All right, the ESC is a FOC 60 amp ESC. Now it does feel different than their Backfire, let's say Zealot S, noticeably, because you know that is one of my favorite boards and I've put in thousands of miles on that thing. So I know what it feels like and I can feel the difference right off the bat. Now there is no twitchiness at all. I will say the acceleration is very smooth, has a nice smooth acceleration curve. When I let off the wheel, I feel like there's a slight latency for when it disengages itself. Maybe a millisecond. It's not anything bad, but it's noticeable if you've ever ridden or you want to compare it to previous models. Very nice carve. Very trustworthy. Love the carvability in this thing. To go along with the carving, the trucks they decided to go with, they have 8-inch trucks on this. They're gravity casting trucks. They are very durable. They're wide enough so you got that stability at higher speeds. And let's try and pick up some speed here, because it's saying the top speed for this board is 28 miles per hour. That is not bad. That is pretty much equivalent to the original OG Zealot when it first hit the market. And this is a hub motor board. That was a belt drive. So very good. And of course that ties in with their 60 amp ESC and the battery, being able to push this board at those speeds. The remote they decided to go with is like the Zealot S, Zealot series. It's the R5 remote. Got your digital display, so you can see all your readings, your odometer, battery life for the remote itself, seeing what speed and mode you're in. And you know, Backfire is known for their remote style where you can kind of hook your finger in this little hole. Didn't like it at first when I originally started riding Backfire boards, but I actually got used to it and it began to make more sense. You know, you can really grip the remote how you want. Look at this car. The charge time is about 2 to 3 hours charge time, and you'll be back up and running. So for the price of this board, really can't complain. It's marked at $599. It was just $650, but they have a Black Friday sale going on right now, marking the board at $599. And yes, if you use my discount code, CitySurfer, at checkout, that should shave off even more of the price for you, getting a little bit more savings. And yes, that does help support this channel, so I appreciate that in any way. You can find that in the description below with a link and an actual discount code. I think overall, Backfire has done a great job with this board. It seems very safe, very user-friendly. You know, even me being a little bit more seasoned in the sport of e-skate, this is still a board that I would see myself using. Nice, easy commutes if I want to take it to the store, just ride around the city, catch some views. It's a great board. So if you're looking to get in the space, this may be a perfect option for you. And considering it's a hub motor board, there's going to be less maintenance involved. You don't have to worry about snapping belts. So make sure to head over to Backfire's website, check this board out, see what they have. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.